Hey guys, welcome to Island 3. This is going to get you 89. This particular boss is not my favorite and it's not the one that I'm strongest at on here. But you're going to start with Sadia, set her on strong, and then you're going to go ahead and put two floats out. And what we're going to do is we're going to put boats, and all of these are going to be 3-1-0. And the goal is within the floats, try on your placement to place them like along the edges. Put as many as possible. If you place them right, you can put 4. You might end up with 3 in there, but essentially just fill up each one of the floats and make them 3-1-0s and mark these all on strong to start out. Once you fill up that first float there, you can start putting them into the other float that you put in the back. Just keep an eye for the balloon leaks because as the lava comes out, the towers are going to freeze. So we are going to need a little bit more defense towards the back end. So that is why I'm going to go ahead and place the druid and go ahead and do a 1-3-0. Eventually it will be upgraded on here, but it'll be enough. Once you put that druid out, kind of rotate back to your boats on there and just mark them all on strong. Once we get all of our boats in here, what we're going to transition to is going to be moab shredders on here. But we want to fill up the floats first and then transition to the moab shredders. Remember with this boss, if you put a lot of T5s out early on, it's going to constantly freeze that tower because it goes after your high priced towers. So on this particular boss, you want to put a lot of tiers that are similar in price. So when we put all of these boats in here, they're all the same price on here. Same thing with the moab shredders. As the boss progresses throughout the map and you start collecting money, then we can start building up T5s and stronger towers. But especially towards the beginning and even honestly towards late, we want to just kind of keep everything consistent across the price on each tower that you place on here. So I'm going to place a few more moab shredders, but there is camo that's going to come out. So you're going to go ahead and see me place a village next to the druid just to kind of help with camo detection on here. And when you do place that, place it in range of the druid and make it a 0-2-0 on here. And then as the balloons start coming, you're going to see a ton of them. I need to upgrade my druid again. So we're going to upgrade our druid to a 1-4-0. There were so many balloons, I didn't know if I was going to leak. So I did place another druid and I made it a 1-4-0. You might not need this. So if you don't need to place the other druid, you don't need 2 druids there on here. Once you have that, kind of rotate back to the moab shredders on here and just keep spamming them. Remember on these, mark them from close, and then as the ball starts progressing forward, go ahead and mark them on smart so the spikes kind of follow with the boss on here. And you can just go ahead and transition to that on here. So kind of fill up this whole little like middle section and then a little bit over to the left on here because that's going to be kind of our main damage as well on here. If you need to, or if you run out of money, you can kind of sell some of the boats up at the top right now and then rebuild those later. So the only thing we're going to do at this point is just continue with the moab shredders on here. As you start placing them, you're going to start generating a lot more income because there's the levels on the boss are going to start going very quick on here. So once you start generating a ton of income, the next thing that we're going to be saving up for is going to be the druid of the forest, because even as the towers freeze, the vines that are on the track are going to be very helpful. So I do suggest doing the druid of the forest. It's going to be super helpful. You just need to upgrade the one druid. If the other druid unfreezes, if you follow this exact strategy, you can sell the other druid. You don't need 2 druids. I just did it at the beginning because of all of the balloons coming down, but that's what I'm saving up for now is the druid of the forest. So if you can, just sell one of the spikes, but everything's frozen for me right now, so that's why I couldn't, and then upgrade as quickly as possible to the druid of the forest. Then go ahead and grab your village, and we're going to upgrade our village to the bottom path. If we upgrade to the bottom path on here, you get more money per pop on here with the towers that are in range, and that's why we're doing this. The Druid of the Forest is great to pair with this tower because of all the vines on there, so we can start generating money really quickly on here. Once we get that, just go ahead. If you can sell the other druid, if you put it out there. If you can't, just go ahead and skip that. And then slowly start trying to upgrade your boats on here. I would start with your T5 boat first and upgrade it to the carrier flagship and do a 510 on here, and then slowly start upgrading then all of your other boats on here. Sell the back spikes if you have to, because they're not going to be in range of the boss, so then that way you have money to keep upgrading your boats. After you get all of your boats upgraded, the next thing that we're going to do within range of your village on there, you're going to go ahead and place a T5 sniper. It's going to be the elite defender. I did put the helicopter there. We'll upgrade that later, so you can actually just go ahead and do the elite defender first. And it's going to be a 205 within range of that village there as well. And you can sell the spikes because we're going to be done with the moab shredders. If you want to continue that strategy, you can. I didn't want to micro that hard. And then the other one is we want to also go ahead and place the other T5. It's going to be a 502. So 2 T5 snipers in range of your village. And then once you get both of your T5 snipers on here, then we're going to go ahead and rotate to the helicopters. And if you've seen my other ones with this boss, it's going to be pretty easy. It's just going to be 204s, and you're going to fill up the map with these. I am speeding this portion up on the video just because the remaining of the rest of the map, all I'm going to be doing is placing 204s, and you're just going to fill up the map. So wherever there's room, just go ahead and place them on here, and that's why I'm speeding this forward. There is a maximum amount of towers that you can place on this map, so if all the towers kind of go gray over there, because you've placed so many, what you can do is just sell one of the helicopters or one of the boats and then turn around and do something else. See you guys on Island 4. Thank you.